Hello YouTube, it's me again, Bulbs Hamu, and today we are on the server. So, like I said, Thursdays was going to be the server that my friends and I play on. You can see in the back some house and some other things there, but that is the spawn island and not where I'm currently building. But I will show you that later if I have enough time. What I wanted to go ahead and show you guys was my project. And my project is this underwater city. I'm not sure how well you can see it under the water. I can see it pretty good from this angle. There are some balloons up here. My friend was originally going to prank me with a ton of floating sheep up here because with the leads you could actually have them dangling. He said floating, I said strangling. It looked terrible, but it was really funny when I got on and was kind of taken aback by why there were sheep flying in the air. But I procured those sheep for myself, and they're in the module, the little livestock area. But let's go on ahead and let's get under here. Oh, I don't have my respirator helmet on. There we go. That makes it look a lot better. So this is the project so far. It's not finished. This is as far as it's going to go left and right. The rest is going to go back here. When I originally made it, I was living in this little bauble, and I've since moved into the main dome. But this little bauble is going to get taken down, rebuilt, and put more on as a little bubble here, just coming right off of it instead of slightly separated by a walkway. And this bauble's going to have... Actually, let's just go in. Let's do it this way. This bauble's going to have the cactus, the sugar cane, and the cocoa beans growing in it, the kind of exotic things. But that'll be in here. This was originally how I was getting in and out, so I could breathe down here, and I had everything set up. I've moved it all, but this was the first thing I built. And this is the arboretum slash farm slash biodome portion. I haven't done too much with it. I get distracted a lot by different projects we do. But I'm slowly working on filling all the chests, getting all the good things in here. And then I have my source of wood here. Looks like it's probably ready to harvest when I get done with this, so I can start growing more trees. But that was the first dome I built. And then I made the walkway, and then I built this dome. Originally I was thinking people would get in and out through this. They'd come through, they'd swim under, and then I just started to realize, like, that is a pain. And it was really only working because I had the respirator helmet. Like, you barely make it if you take that way. So I'm probably going to do some type of airlock system. Not like these airlocks I'm just using while the project is still ongoing. But I'll probably have something, a button or a lever that'll activate an open switch. The wall will open up, you'll go in, and there'll actually be an airlock kind of chamber. It'll open, you'll go in, it'll close behind you, and then you'll open the other doors, you know, like it would in an actual, like, pressurized environment, so water couldn't get in and out. But that's why I have these here. I mean, it also helps light up, but eventually this whole room will be redesigned. We were trying to make buoys, trying to figure out what buoys looked good. A friend of mine's got a day-night sensor buoy idea, so the buoy will actually turn on at night. So I'm waiting to see what he thinks before I decide on anything. The buoy will pretty much just be right above wherever I end up putting the airlock, just so people know to swim to that and then go straight down. Also, a little music for us. This was the next thing I built. This is the little mining area and storage. Lots of random things. Stuff like the glass right here for the domes. I mean, being under the ocean, it works out really well because I have tons of sand, because while I've been building this, I've cleared out a lot of area because I want it all to be level from end to end. And the ocean is not level. And in fact, when I come over here, you'll actually see that there's some spots that I still need to level out around it because it's right up against it. But yeah, so I keep all my stuff in here. All I have right now is ender pearls, clay, dyes, all the good stuff. I don't have much right now. I've used up a lot of stuff, and you'll actually see next week the episode of the server. We had a mishap. We went and fought the Ender Dragon yesterday. And I lost all, like, I just made diamond gear, diamond stuff, and, well, when you watch the video, you'll see how derpy I am, and hopefully you'll get a good time out of it, but that was terrible. It was a terrible time. That's everything. Then I've actually got something special here. I'm still working on it. It's not finished, but I've got a switch back here. Opens it up. And this area I really need to work on. This area is really plain, really just there right now. I really want to make this like an underground kind of mining house. Like, you come out of that secret door, and it will work both ways as long as this one's off. When that one's on, you can't use that switch, but I'm going to switch that around when I actually work on the bottom section. But I want it to be, you come through here, and it immediately switches around, and you're in kind of a, mining lodge. Like, maybe this is where the miners work, and they're cut off for maybe days, at a time. I'm not really sure what the reasoning for that is. I don't think that really happens, but if it did, there we go. They're cut off, and they're living down here for a couple days, and then they switch shifts, switch out gear, put supplies up. I don't really know the reason. Maybe it's because they just go off into the tunnels for days at a time, but there's a little outpost here. Anyways, enough exposition on that. This is our little tunnels. The rudimentary redstone I set up for that. There is a trail of rail to lead me to my friend Joe's place. Oh, I heard monster. You want a piece? Murder his face. There we go. Get the experience. So, I get lost underground in the nether. Anywhere that's got tunnels, and it all looks the same. So, after like the 5th time, Joe just made this breadcrumb trail of rail. So, I don't want none of what you're selling. Ow. Go away. Man, these guys are so rude. Ooh, arrows. So he made the trail, and I haven't gotten lost since then. I mean, I still have a few bad turns, but the minute I see there's no rail, I'm like, nope, this is not the way to go. And I pick myself back up onto the path. But that's this. I'll work on this later. Hopefully we'll see a finished version of it sometime soon underneath. Until then, it looks pretty with it closed. And I always get stuck on that anvil. I'll move the anvil downstairs too. Alright, so main chamber. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Right now it's acting as sort of a living room / bedroom. This might have recreation things. Granted, over here is going to be where people, quote-unquote people, me and villagers, will live in a module I build over here in this area with another walkway. And the airlock will probably be somewhere right around in here. And then you'll have that, or you'll go off to the actual researching part and things like that. I might try to make it look like there's computers in here or something. I'm not sure how I'd do that. Kind of play around with a few of the items. But I'll figure out something for this room. This room is the main chamber, and it is the focal point of the whole thing. So it's going to look nice. Maybe I'll just make it ornamental. Do all kinds of decoration blocks in here. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. But the livestock module, and I actually just finished this a little bit ago. I have all my sheep. All the beautiful colors of sheep. What? Oh, some of the chickens got out. Okay, I'll have to deal with them. I did... It was weird, because I don't think I left enough grass in with the sheep, because like you can see here, these green sheep are just pigs. They ate everything. So I did this, that way anytime it happened I could just jump, break into these that are going to have tons of grass, and then the grass will slowly seep back in as long as the sheep don't eat it all. Looking at you, buddy. Man, he just has a piercing gaze, and he just follows you. That's terrifying. But I had all my sheep, and I have my beautiful horse, Riker. Riker is in charge of making sure everyone in here stays in line. And he actually really does just kind of patrol. He will... I've come in here and just seen him walking down the line, and he just kind of makes little patrol routes. But, oh man, there are... How many chickens are loose? 1, 2, Is it just those two, and he just ran over to be by his other little conspirator friend? Okay, they must have gotten out when they were still like little baby chicks. I should have put oh, what do you call them? Leads on them. I should have put leads on them in there so that we would have at least stayed by it. Been easier to pick back up. But okay, and then of course I've got the chickens, I've got the pigs, and I've got the cows. I'll probably breed the cows 1 or 2 more times, and the pigs maybe just 1 or 2 more. I have about 6 or so pigs, 8 to 9 cows in here, and then I'll consider this pretty much good and only get stuff when I need to. It is also, though, the loudest module. I have it turned down severely on my Minecraft, but this module, if it was normal volume, oh my gosh, everyone just is talking in here about their day, their problems, and they're all annoying. But that is that module. Like I said, eventually I'm going to make this into living module. The living module, I'm not sure if I want it to be like the mining one and it'll have a top part and it'll also go down into the ground, or if I want to make it like another dome and then have a central dome here. This path comes off, maybe has an airlock, and then the path comes off a little bit more, and then there's another big dome with little domes around it, and those are the individual homes. Almost kind of looking like a honeycomb with a really big center. That's what I'm thinking right now, because then I won't go down, it won't go down into the dirt, and that way every little room will have its own little view. Maybe have some system set up. Well, and I could also, how much space do I even have? I could maybe do 2 honeycombs, have 2 floors. If I did that, though, only the top part would be domed. But maybe it would be 3, and I could actually have it poke out of the water. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, like I said, this is the biggest project I've done as one project. I mean, I've had big areas where I've done lots of little projects, or I've done projects with people. This is my first big one, so I'm really just kind of playing it by ear. But I'll figure out something. We'll see what comes of this module over here. But that's pretty much what I have right now. Once I get that done, and then once I get that, it'll be just decoration. Decorate the place, make it look cool. I guess, yeah, I gotta finish the underneath down here. So once I get all that done, the only thing I'll have left to do is terraforming down here. And, you know, make it look a little bit better. So that way, for instance, this one over here is just right up against it. Let's see if I can get over here a little quicker. I'll just throw that. I'm lazy. There we go. Oh, okay. I thought I threw myself into the dirt somehow. It was in there. So right here, I don't like this at all. It's right up against it. We have to fix that. But I also need more space between it and everything, like the rest of that. That looks natural. So I'll be doing a lot of digging out under the water here. But once I'm finished, this will be my main base, and I'll probably start helping out with some of our group projects. But let's go on ahead. I'm gonna. Well, maybe I don't have to cut it. I have ender pearls. I can get over there a lot quicker. We just, like I said, fought the dragon, so I'm just getting used to having pearls again to get around quicker. Ooh. Okay. Let's eat so I can regen. So this was our initial farm. And over here is the initial sheep pen, which is just in terrible condition. There are little light blue sheep in with the white. There are... Earlier I came by and there was a pig in one of them. I was like, really? But yellow, orange, and blue together, it's just chaos. There's no sorting reason to this, and it makes me nauseous. There sort of is. I mean, you can tell they were sorted. I think it's just people running through and breeding them for their purposes and then not caring. Or maybe I'm just OCD and freaking out for nothing. But we had our little butcher shop. Our friend, I think, has abandoned the butcher shop idea and is working on another project, which we might see another time when it's closer to being finished. Let me pop over here. But this is where my friend Joe lives, and he'll probably be the one in the videos most often when I'm on the server, us caving, us going to the nether. He's on just about as much as I am. But this is his little setup area. Oh, and our maps. So, let's focus on the maps for a second. This is our island right here. This is the shape of it. My place, I'm not on the map yet, but it would be right here. I need to get a copy of this map. I'm on this one right here, so you can see where I'm at. So I'm actually a little bit more off to the side than right here. But I need to get a copy of this map and this map so I can put them up as well. This map shows you kind of our little island compared to the main continents. We've got a friend building right around in this area. Or maybe that's it, that little part right in the left of the crosshairs. That might be it showing up on the map, but that's where he's building. Off in the water, we've got a friend building... I don't really know where the nether portal comes out at. Like, we go through the nether portal, do a passage in the nether, and then we go through the other nether portal out to his area where he's building. And I have no clue where it's at on here. It might be off in this area, so part of this continent. But that's where he's building right now. He's doing a whole city over there, so that'll be pretty cool when he's finished, and I'll show that off. But yeah, so that's what we have to work with. We've got our nice little jungle there. He's got... Ooh, oh, I'm not hungry enough to eat his cake. We've got our setups here. He's got all kinds of stuff. He, like I said, gets on a lot, and he will just set and he will farm things. He's got his little poor captured chickens, that way he can get his eggs, which I'm not sure. There we go. I still have yet to mess with hoppers, really, but that's how he has it set up. The chicken is forever trying not to drown, lays its eggs, and goes straight into the hopper. I think it's kind of funny, because he's popping up. It's like a little whack-a-mole. But he's got his little path here, working on villagers. I'm not sure if he's going to make a village down underground or what. Oh, this is new. This was not here yesterday. I guess he's building his little underground... Interesting. His little underground farm. This takes us down to mine shafts and such, things we use for resources. There's a skeleton spawner down there, as well as a nice ravine. We've picked a lot of it clean, though. So, might have to find other places. Like, I've got a nice, partially untouched mine shaft by my underground area, my little mining thing I showed you. But we still have to go sometimes to another continent to get resources. This is his cactus farm. The hoppers help automate a lot of stuff, I've noticed. I like it a lot more for get items, not, used to, you just had to go up to it, hit a button, or had to go up to it and collect the resources. Now with the hoppers, it's just a lot of set it up and just be nearby, but don't really have to maintain it. Just got to make sure you empty the chest every so often. He's also got this, which is really neat. And, yeah, I can do it. Let's see, so, get that. So, bone meal resupply. And the bone meal goes under, so what should happen, let's see if I can hit it and look. Hit the button. Grows. Fills it with water. And, oh, maybe it's on a timer. It is on a timer. Okay. And so anything, seeds, flowers, and such. Let's see. I put in 6, I think. Granted, I think I wasted one, so 3. So there's some flowers you just got. Okay. 4. Oh, come on, there we go. I'm actually kind of doing this right now because I used up a lot of his red flowers for all the dyes I had to make. So, kind of an excuse right now, showing it off, but also see if I can't replenish some, which I don't think we're going to be able to. That should have been the last one, unless I didn't waste any, so let's see. Oh no, yay. And there's some more red flowers, yay. I'm just afraid when I hit it while the water was still down, because I thought you had to hit it again to turn it off. Oh wow, he must have... Maybe there's more bone meal in it than I think. It goes this way. Yeah. Oh, it's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. Oh wow. You could just sit there for days. That's interesting. Okay. I won't mess with that then. But that's what he's working on. I think we got our portal there. And then one of these, yeah. I think if I was to come right over here, and here is the end of the breadcrumb rail trail that leads me back to and from. I seriously, I get lost so bad, and that'll probably happen where we'll be doing a video or something, and it'll just be me half the time. Joe, where are you? I need help. I'm lost. But it'll be good times. I think that's all I'm going to show you for today. Is I showed you my place, Joe's place he's working on here. I think it should be really neat when he's done. I like how he's got the grass under here, so it'll be easier whenever he goes to fill that in. He'll just have to break a few blocks, and then it'll just fill the whole place with grass pretty quick. I feel bad for his villagers, though. They just are eternally trapped in these little 1x1s. I hope he does make a village for him, but we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't do something like the cactus farm and make something automated out of them, and they're just forever part of the cog in the system. But, okay. I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to get out of his house before he catches me. I don't think anyone's even on, though. Yeah, I'm the only one. And that's it for right now. So, oh yeah, and our horses and donkeys. They're very happy. Alright. That's going to be it. I will talk to you guys later. Have fun, YouTube.